मैं मर जान दूंगा, नहीं आएंगे तो जान दे दूंगा, बात तो खत्म से कह रहा हूँ।
What will be the story of Amethi and Raebareli in Lok Sabha 2024? This subject now is fast becoming the biggest drawing room conversation across the country. Is Rahul Gandhi going to contest from Amethi? Does he have the courage to take on Smriti Irani? Is there some surprise which is waiting for us in Raebareli?
मैंने कहा भैया जिसके दामाद किसानों की जमीन खा जाए वो दूसरे किसानों की जमीन क्या खाक बचाएंगे?
The reality, folks, is this: the reason why Amethi and Raebareli have assumed so much of our conversation space, so much of our mental space, is because for a very long time these two constituencies were the bastions of the Gandhi family. In this episode of Rest of the Story, we'll look at what is a potential emerging scenario through the past of these two constituencies. Let's start first with Amethi. Over the last two Lok Sabha elections, Amethi had given two verdicts. In 2014, Rahul Gandhi defeated Smriti Irani by a margin of over 1 lakh votes. Then, in 2019, Smriti returned this favor and she defeated Rahul Gandhi by a margin of just over 50,000 votes. However, if you do a deeper analysis of these numbers, they will point you to a very interesting story. In 2014, in Amethi, out of a total of 8,74,625 votes which were polled, the top four candidates, including Rahul Gandhi and Smriti Irani, had polled 7,92,642 votes, which means that out of a total number of 34 candidates, if you take the top four out, you're looking at a sum total of the balance 30 independent candidates. This sum total was 81,983 votes. Rahul Gandhi's victory margin was more than the sum total of all independents and smaller parties put together. In 2019, though, the story changes. But now, if you look at the sum total of all non-Congress, non-BJP parties, this number was 56,605. Now, Smriti Irani's victory margin over Rahul Gandhi in 2019 was 55,150. So her victory margin was just 1,000 less than the sum total of all independents and smaller parties put together. Now, we're not suggesting that all the independents and smaller parties put together would have gone to Rahul Gandhi. But given the fact that in 2014, like in 2009 or in 2004, this has been a bastion of the Gandhi family, it is safe to suggest that most people who were contesting or were in the fray in 2019 perhaps were in the fray because they weren't too happy with what Rahul Gandhi had to offer. Were these all the vote katuas which may have been planted, let's say by the BJP in 2019, which led to such a close finish, is something that voters will have to look out for this election season. Now let's move to the neighbouring constituency, the other VVIP high-profile constituency, Rahul Gandhi's mother, Sonia Gandhi, erstwhile UPA chairperson.
बात हमेशा साफ रही और मैं कई दफे कह भी चुकी हूँ कि मेरा लक्ष्य प्रधानमंत्री का पद नहीं, मेरे सामने हमेशा स्पष्ट था कि अगर कभी ऐसी स्थिति पैदा हुई जैसी आज, तो मैं अपनी आत्मा की आवाज के मुताबिक चलूंगी। आज मेरी अंतरात्मा मुझसे कह रही है कि मैं विनम्रता के साथ ये पद स्वीकार करने से मना कर दूं।
In 2019, Sonia Gandhi's victory margin was 1,67,178 votes. But in 2014, Sonia Gandhi's victory margin was 3,52,730, which means that between 2014 and 19, Sonia Gandhi's victory margin got reduced by almost half, almost 50%. It's because of this high drama and this fluctuating political fortunes between 2014 and 19 that Amethi and Raebareli have become such exciting contests. Now just imagine, if in 2019, if Robert Vadra, as he's been suggesting, if he ends up throwing his hat in the ring, what could happen? Is it a potential scenario that Rahul Gandhi decides not to take on Smriti Irani, but moves to his mother's constituency of Raebareli? Is it possible that Priyanka Gandhi could think in terms of trying her hand out from Rahul Gandhi's constituency in Amethi and take on Smriti Irani? It's these two fundamental questions which will tell us exactly what is the thinking, what's the thought process of the Congress party. Either ways, Amethi and Raebareli remain two prized seats for the Congress. If the Congress High Command chooses not to throw its hat in the ring, then that will mean that the Congress believes that it doesn't have any chance of seeking any reversal of its fortunes or any revival of its fortunes in the crucial political state of Uttar Pradesh. But should it choose to fight these two constituencies, then it will have to think very, very hard of what its strategy will be given the numbers that we've explained to you. That's it then on this edition of Rest of the Story. We'll come back with some more election insights for you in our next episode.